comedians, right? It's become, you know, something I saw that was so refreshing to me was Dave Chappelle on the Netflix. And it was so much of like a regular comedian great, but to us it was so great because it was unapologetic. But when you go back to the Red Foxes, the Richard Pryors, it's always been unapologetic. But when all this cancel system and all this shit, it's hard to get a good comedian to come out there and talk shit. And so I loved it because he just didn't care. Comedians are supposed to be able to make fun of anything.
Yeah, in a smart way. You know, it's definitely the hardest times because, you know, it's dire for the people that are the butt of certain jokes. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like back in the day we just been snapping on anybody and say whatever. It's no big deal. Everybody home. You know what I'm saying? There's a misunderstanding people and, you know, life that ends up losing their life. You know what I'm saying? So when you tell a joke about it, it lessens the importance of, you know, the knowledge of these people, the human beings. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, they deserve to live how they want to live without, you know, of losing their life because they run into something.
You know, just yesterday, it's crazy. Just yesterday, shout out to JP's in City Island. I was up in the Bronx. It was really, really crowded because in New York, when it hit 65, they act like it's chancleta weather. Bring the sandals out, tank tops. You know, New York, 65, they acting like it's 90 degrees, right? So it was rampant crowded. My favorite spot is City Island. So he tucked me in the corner, you know, but if you go use the bathroom, you can see me if you really look. And my man John, and some girl walked by, was like, oh, no, oh, God, it's Fat Joe, right? And I'm like, hey, how you doing? So she immediately tries to rush me with the phone. Not only was I eating, but it's COVID. Like, it's, you know, you got to wear your mask. You know, I wasn't masked up. I wasn't. So I'm like, yo, miss, hold up 1 second. So I start to tell her, I love you. I appreciate you. It's just I'm eating and it's COVID.
Right.
And the girl told me, well, you're a celebrity. You got to take this picture.
Yeah.
You, like, what do you mean? Like, you have to.
You have to.
And so, what is your take about that? Just like you said, you know, you might tell a joke about somebody and take it the wrong way.
I was just about to ask you, what did you do?
Oh, no, I felt bad, but I had to keep it 100 and be like, yo, mama, I can't do it. And so she got, you know, I'm from the projects in the Bronx, so she got stank. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we know stank. Yeah. You know, I grew up with 30 stank chicks in front of the building my whole life. That's where I got my comedy from, the front of my projects every summer. So I knew when she came, I said, damn, man, you know, she walked off talking to Dave East gave me a picture before. Jada Kiss gave me a picture. You know, they get into that. You know what I'm saying? And you win some, you lose some. You know. And what do you do at that point?
I definitely used to react the same way, and then I was just like, I don't know, it's not even worth my energy a lot of the time. So I would just grab my mask, moving to avoid dealing with shit like that, because it would always escalate beyond what it needed to be. And then I would always be thinking, like, man, like, you know, now they probably think I'm an asshole, whatever, and I just didn't need to, like.
Yeah, it feels bad. It feels bad. I'll tell you a quick one right now, right? I remember all the way up. It's number one. I'm trying to get my money up, my bags up. I went, don't try this one at home, okay? I performed at Club Story here like 4 in the morning. Came home, took a quick shower, went to the airport at 6. The flight went up to Connecticut. I had like a brunch show. It was like a pool party brunch show. Like 12, 1, 2 o'clock. I do the show. We rush to the airport because I have a concert in Denver. Like a summer jam in Denver. Like I really did this in one day. So when I get to the airport in Connecticut, this Puerto Rican girl walk up. And I'm already like, Dad. Like I'm sitting on the chair like hoping we get on this plane so I can sleep for 2-3 hours. And she stops and she's like, Fat Joe, I see you. I'm like, yo, what's up, mommy? You're not going to throw me a picture? You're not going to throw me a picture? So I'm like, Mommy, I'm so tired. I'm like, you don't understand. Like, I haven't slept 1 hour. I already did 2 shows. I'm on my way to a third one of them. But you're not going to throw me a picture? So, boom, I get up. But she could tell I wasn't enjoying this.
Right.
I got up, fat boy style, took the picture with her, went to Denver, did the show that night. I throw on my Twitter, Fat Joe Twitter. Fat Joe ain't shit. He thinks he's better than everybody. He didn't want to take a picture with me. You know, fuck him. I've been supporting him. I'm like, first of all, I didn't want to take the picture, but I actually got up, dead tired, and took the picture with you. And you still shitting on me on Twitter.
What are you gonna do? I mean, you can't win for losing a lot of the time. But you know, for a lot of people, that's like when they're gonna see you again like that. You know what I'm saying? When they're gonna be that close. You know what I mean? So it's special
and
for
I
them.
try to put that into perspective to where people be like, damn, I ain't never gonna see him again.
Yo, my man, I see you at the next game. I don't get to be that close to you like that in life. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, we're familiar with each other and shit, but like, you Fat Joe, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's
a lesson, man, and like get very excited. So it's all
yeah.
love.
Yeah, I say I'm a Snoop Dogg in New York. You know what I'm saying? The
100%.
Snoop Dogg in New York. You know, you got 2 daughters.
Yeah.
I'm a dad. What's that like? How that changed your life? Your girl, your girl dad.
Yeah, just the most immediate switch I've ever experienced. You know what I mean? Like even getting married, it felt like it was more a party for everybody because nothing really changed between me and my wife. We already felt how we felt and was living how we were living. And my kids, when they came, it was the first time it wasn't necessarily all about like self, you know, or my wife. You know what I'm saying? It was like a step further. All right, but you know, other people even before me, my wife. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody else in the world. It was just a major perspective shift. Most beautiful thing in the world because my babies are the sweet. I love them to death. Man.
You know, I was out of town for a week. I came home today. I got caught in the crossfire. Wifey and my daughter. And they both like, you know, her point of view, her point of view, her point of view, her point of view, her point of view. I'm sitting there watching the tennis match like, you know, what do you want me to do? And the 1 second I side with my daughter, oh, it's over. I might not be able to sleep in the room. So I'm sitting in there like, oh my God, like what, like what's going on here? Like, you know, and they go, you know, in a positive way, they go at it. But, you know, my daughter, she changed my life. You know, she changed my life, and I actually live life for her.
Yeah.
You know, it's a different thing. And I just want, while I'm on earth, my daughter to say, there's nothing my father wouldn't do for me. He'll do anything for me, and then some.
And then some, 1,000%. So imagine, you know, imagine all these parents that's lost their kids to these, you know, fucked up situations. You know what I mean? Just keep that in perspective when you vote. Everybody register to vote, you know what I mean? And protect your necks. And I don't know, it's just, you know, it's a very like volatile time in our country because a lot of snakes loose. You know what I mean? They can't hide. anymore. So now they
That's
just
crazy because my dentist, I went to the dentist yesterday, and my dentist, she was talking about somebody's kid that passed away. And she was like, look, we supposed to outlive our kids. It really does have to be the saddest shit in the world when your
mm-hmm.
kid passes away, man. It's beyond, you know. And you know, I got this thing back here in my tooth where they put in a little implant in the back,
You
but
got
for
the George
some reason
Washington.
I keep biting my cheek. I don't know if my cheek got fatter, but yo, bro, like
You
they
know it's
won't
there.
shave the shit to the. This is really fucking with my quality of life, Kenan.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I go to bite some shit, boom, that shit
Ooh,
hurt as hell. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I
ooh.
want to go in there and be like, yo, doc, take this shit out.
Eat on the other side.
I
Eat
don't
on
want
the
the fucking
like
tooth no more.
oh yeah.
This is like really fucking torture. Like right now, when everything I eat, I gotta be like, you know, like, oh, I don't like this. I do not like this shit. And I went
Yeah.
back, but my father told me yesterday, I told him, yo, Dad, I call you back, I'm in the dentist. You know, old people, they think you lying to them all the time. I'm like, yo, you're in the fucking dentist every day. You're in the dentist. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to explain to him in Spanish.
Right.
Papi, es que cuando yo muerdo mi cheek, ¿qué? You know, the translate, mi cheek.
Yeah.
Lo muerdo. He didn't understand the fucking thing I was saying, but yo, this is some real life, this is a problem. I don't know if this is a midlife crisis or something, but I'm getting tired of biting my motherfucking cheek.
Just stop biting your cheek, man. Like
Yo, I
straight
don't
up.
know. Yo, I'm going to go to the dentist again
What
this week,
stop biting
and I'm
the
going to
cheek,
just straight
man.
up tell him, yo, shave this shit down, something. I can't take it no more. Like,
Man,
I really can't take it.
put the little one touch Ambisol and that shit'll go right away, man. And then just slow
I don't
down.
know if my mouth ain't used to the fucking tooth. I don't know what's going on, but it hurts, Kenan.
I know. I think you might be eating fast, man. Slow down. Smell the
I
roses.
might be eating fast. You're right. Shout out to Emmanuel Lewis on here, Webster.
Oh wow. ATL finest. Love it. I love Emmanuel Lewis, man.
Look what Pat Pooh says. Black Love himself. Eventually, your mouth is gonna adjust on its own. Yo, Pat, this shit fucking me up, Pat. It's like World War III. It's a form of depression. When I wake
Yeah.
up in the morning, I'm already like feeling my cheek, like, huh? Did
Shout
I bite my shit? This shit crazy.
shout out to that dude, man, because that Jersey flow he went through, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Nah, Pat, listen, I gave Pat an idea. He don't never want to listen to me, right? For some reason, Pat goes crazy on these freestyles. And I said, you might as well get some original music beats and say all your freestyles on there, because his best rhymes is his freestyles. His
Listen,
best rhymes is his freestyles.
listen to the man, Papoose.
Yo, Fat Albert. Now that's supposed to be Fat Joe's role. Fat Albert. What was that like playing Fat Albert?
It was great, man. It was big for me, you know. Like originally, I didn't get the part when Forrest Whitaker was directing, and then the project part because him and Bill got into it, and they got the director, and I got to try it, and then I got the part. You know what I'm saying? I was really excited at the time. You know, Bill was one of my big time. Fat Albert was a big thing for the culture. I took it very serious. And I also had a great time. Yes, I formed some real brothers. You know, with
Does
we
Bill
were.
Cosby own the franchise of Fat Albert?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, between him and Fox and whoever he wrote it with.
Man, let me tell you something. What the fuck was up with Bill Cosby when he was going to fucking court for his life and he stopped and go? Did you ever do a spoof like that on Saturday night? Yo, let me ask you something. It's a comedian in you, right? Like, we watch it. Yo, Bill Cosby might go to jail forever. He's going to court. CNN. He's walking there. He goes blind, and then he keeps like, Yo, was that some comedian shit right there, Kenan?
No, I mean, I think that is some sort of a psychosis, actually. You know what I mean? It's some sort of disconnect between seriousness of what's going on and who he appeals to be when he's in public eye. You know what I'm saying? Like, still trying to put on like that persona, that brand, or whatever, for, and beyond more than any of that. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of disconnect just kind of shows me some sort of like, imbalance as far as being a normal person is concerned.
Not really knowing, having a sense of reality. Not
A little
knowing, yo, bro,
lot,
you about to go to jail. Like,
bro, for real. Like
this
you
cop dude, Chevron, he was shocked he was going to jail.
oh, he couldn't
This
believe
guy
it.
right now, the George
I mean,
Floyd.
we still got to get through sentencing and all of that bullshit or whatever. But yeah, he was shocked that that verdict came back. Just as shocked as he was that he probably prosecuted for the incident in the first place, which is another reason why. Yeah, I was, post that one, beginning of a post change. You know what I mean? Let that dude be your poster boy for every tale. As far as if you need that, people's lives serious.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me Are you a Knicks fan or just a New York fan? Are you Boston? Are you
I'm
Brooklyn on Monday and Knicks on Tuesday?
Yeah, I'm from Atlanta, but I've been living here for longer than I lived there. You know.
Yeah, you've been here forever. You
Yeah,
just got cheaper taxes and a bigger house down there. But you really from New York, man.
I've been here for a long time, but I just enjoyed the historic places. You know what I mean, like the Garden and Yankee Stadium, and just the legendary of that. Like I don't, the Met, the Giants, and the Jets. I don't get to them often because Stadium, Garden, get them both up.
Cause it's cold. Let me ask you something, Kenan. Right? Forget Fat Joe. Who are your top 5 favorite rappers of all time?
Fat Joe, Fat Joe, because you know
Now,
why?
now, now I'm gonna be honest with you, Kenan. Only one other person said it like that, and you're lined up with Doja Cat. Doja Cat said Fat Joe, Fat Joe, Fat Joe. So
I mean, you got a lot of like really, really big epic records, man. Like it was like back to like the biggest anthem type records, you know what I mean? Be like Fat Joe, like for the culture at the time, Make It Rain, Lean Back, fucking all the way up, like yo.
yeah,
like,
I'm a blessed guy.
But like
I'm a blessed guy. So you're gonna stick to Fat Joe, Fat Joe, Fat Joe?
my top 5 favorite rappers,
Yes.
I gotta fit. Outkast is in there, so you can split them up if you want to, or or not. Bun B is definitely in. Shout out to X, the legendary DMX dog, Snoop. That might be 5 right there.
That was 4.
That's 4. I can keep it. I always got to give it to Rakim. You know what I mean? Whenever it comes down to, like greatest lyrics,
is one of them.
like dude in the conversation.
Rakim is beyond one of them. You know why? Because there's a special thing about creating something for like you being the first. So you have to be that creative, that imagination to make this kind of music. Then everybody learns from you and gets better. To generate, like you comedian, you watch Richard Pryor, you got to watch greatness. You got to watch Richard Pryor and Red Fox and Jim Carrey's, and you watched all this shit. And then you develop to who you is. It's different when you're the one, like the Richard Pryor, or the Paul Mooney, somebody who's the first. It's just, so Rakim, he invented the style. Nobody invented it. He did it. My brother, thank you for coming on here, man. You're a man of your word. I appreciate you.
I
We are
appreciate.
celebrating you, man. I know your career is gonna be even bigger than ever. And we
Thank you,
here
man.
for you, my brother. We appreciate you.
Oh, I got to shout out the podcast. I mean, we doing the podcast. You do a podcast? You need a podcast.
No, I'm not doing a podcast, but I'm doing this. This like
Yeah.
IG. You let
Well,
me tell it, man. This is David Letterman.
yeah, it's called You Already Know. You come on the show and talk to us. That'd be
I
great.
want to come through.
No doubt. And of
And
course,
shout out your brother. Who's the guy that was at the game with you?
oh, that's my brother Tadao. Shout out my brother Tadao.
Shout
He's
out
out
to
here.
Dal. Me and him ate about 4 hot dogs in the we
Yeah,
tore them
with
shits
bread,
up.
the hot dog, no bread.
Oh, you been peeping the style, huh, kid? Hot dog, no bread.
Yeah,
You know you gotta stay away from them carbs.
yeah,
Plus,
man. I feel
plus the bread make me bite my cheek and shit.
that's what it is. That's what.
All right, Kenan, God bless you, man. Stay
God
up,
bless you.
man.
Thank you,
Wow,
man. Y'all
man,
watch
what a
Kenan,
great guy.
man. Tuesdays, NBC,
Huh?
8:30.
Tell him
Kenan,
what?
the show, my show, Tuesdays, 8:30.
Kenan, you really rich, man. Shout out to my brother Ari Melba on the check-in. Yo, Ari, what's up, bro? All right. One love, Kenan.
One love.
One love. Yo, Ari.